So we just watched episode 2 of What If, and holy cow, dude. That was incredible.
Before we get into it, I want to say, before the show started, they revealed like what all of the what if questions would be. And I saw them and I was like, oh man, some of these look cool. But the one I was most excited for was the what if T'Challa was Star-Lord. And I didn't know what episode that was. I just knew it was going to be one of the episodes. Well, that's episode 2, and it was incredible.
Crazy. Way better than the first one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Honestly, I don't know how they're going to get better than this. Like, this is like top tier MCU entertainment.
First things first is, this is, sadly, Chadwick Boseman's goodbye to the MCU and to us.
I think to everything, yeah. This is it.
And so that was bittersweet, but I'm very glad that he did voice this character. Wouldn't have been the same without him.
And what a way to end. I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
So it starts off, like when it starts off, I'm like, oh man, it's just going to be another short adaptation of the feature film where they're going to cram all of Guardians of the Galaxy into a 30-minute episode.
Completely incorrect.
I could not have been more wrong.
Oh.
It's like almost off the rip different. Like it starts with the scene where Star-Lord goes to get the orb that the Infinity Stone is in, and the people show up. They realize who it is, and immediately it's different because they know who Star-Lord is. He's just like super respected, but like everybody in this world knows who Star-Lord is. He's this legendary outlaw, and everybody loves and respects him for what he's done. Djimon Hounsou, his character, like loves Star-Lord,
so,
big fan, and he actually like brings Djimon Hounsou's character into the Ravagers to be part of the crew. That happens, and they go to this nightclub. And at the nightclub is where we take the big leap into what's different. So we have the standard Ravager crew of Yondu and Star-Lord, and then all of Yondu's crew members. So we get to this nightclub where we find out that T'Challa is so charismatic, he has convinced Thanos to not search for the Infinity Stones, and Thanos is a good guy who's a Ravager.
He's part of the team.
Yeah, he's a Ravager, he's one of the crew members, and then...
Total Chad, love him.
While we're at this nightclub, we run into who else but Drax, who is a bartender, and loves T'Challa because T'Challa saved his homeworld, and like his wife and his child are still alive. And then Nebula shows up. She's not like super robotic. She has like the eye, and that's it. Apart from that, she's just her blue alien self with long blonde hair. Lovely blonde hair. And she tells T'Challa that she needs help with a heist to steal something from the Collector. So this episode is a heist episode.
Right.
So they think of this elaborate plan, and then they go to the Collector, and then Nebula double crosses T'Challa to sell him so that she can pay off her debt to the Collector. And then you find out that she's actually a triple agent because it was T'Challa's idea to be imprisoned the whole time. And so they so Nebula goes and frees the rest of the crew that has been arrested. And then they go, and it's this huge, awesome fight scene between T'Challa and Yondu fighting the Collector, where the Collector's using all these different weapons that he has collected, including, sadly, he has a gauntlet that is Korg's arm. So they successfully steal the thing they're after. They get out, and while they're there, T'Challa was told by Yondu that Wakanda had been destroyed. He finds out that's not the case. And so, at the end of the episode, him and the Ravagers go back to Earth, to Wakanda, to be with his Earth family. And it's like they're all hanging out,
getting to know each other.
So
Thanos is talking to one of the Wakandan soldiers, and she says, that sounds an awful lot like genocide. He's like, no, because it's random.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like they more than once bring up the whole thing of him wanting to snap half the universe.
However, Thanos did admit that he was wrong.
Yeah, he did. He was like, there are better ways to do it. But
but he was like, my plan did have merit.
Yeah. It comes up a couple times.
It was efficient.
Which I thought was pretty funny. The end of the episode is it shows what's up with Peter. Peter is a janitor at, what was it, a Dairy Queen?
It was a Dairy Queen.
At a Dairy Queen, and then his dad shows up, and is like, "Hey, Peter, it's your dear old dad," and then
His eyes glow,
and
and
then the Watcher is like, "Of course, this probably means that the world will be destroyed, but this is a story for another day," and that's the end of the episode.
I wonder if that is going to be a thing that they go into.
Maybe in
at some
season
point.
2.
Yeah.
So there is going to be season 2?
I think that's confirmed.
I'm sure
yeah.
there will be.
Double check that. I'm pretty sure that they confirmed.
So
it's
what if season 2 is just every one of these episodes, but expanded on?
That'd be cool. I'd watch it.
How are they going to do it without? They'll probably have to get a different voice actor if they did it with.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you know, the voice, it'd be less jarring than if I saw his actual face. Wow, was this episode so
Yeah,
good.
it could be
So many
really
great
good.
things about this
Again,
episode.
as I mentioned in the last video we did on it, the animation style has grown on me, and even more so in this one.
Mm-hmm. The color schemes
like
were
it.
awesome. T'Challa looked dope as fuck as Star-Lord.
Incredible, even. The cast they decided to go with was awesome.
They just recast
again,
everybody from the movies into
Yeah,
their
I love heist films.
Mm-hmm.
So getting the heist was really cool. Moving forward, don't know how they're gonna top this.
I don't.
'cause This was awesome.
This is great. This was fantastic.
And then at the end, after everything happens before the credits roll, we get a in memory of
Hints in the
to
field.
Chadwick Boseman.
I was hanging on every moment of this episode because I just did not want to let it go
Yeah.
after at the end. You know what I mean? Just hold on to every moment.
It's very bittersweet, but man,
is
is
it
it,
awesome.
something. If they top this,
Yeah.
hats off.
Yeah. What's great about this show is that it seems like every episode is its own individualized, separate multiverse universe.
Mm-hmm.
So you could totally just watch this episode on its own
Yeah.
and just enjoy it
Yeah.
as a one-off.
You guys should watch this episode.
Yeah.
Even
If
if you
nothing
don't
else.
care about Marvel, you'll have fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
Did you have something you wanted to say?
Yes. A second season is also in the works, and it says it could be released as early as 2022.
That's our thoughts on this episode. Go watch it.
Definitely check this out. If you never watch another episode of this show, let it be. If you only watch the one, let it be this one.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe,
Hit that
and
motherfucking like button.
if you have seen the episode, give us your thoughts on it in the comments below. If you want any more reviews, feel free to go check out the rest of our channel. We've got plenty of reviews right there for you to watch. And thank you so much. We'll catch you next time.